You know our policy, even if you do have proof that Mr. Putman has been taking your lunch, Spacer's Choice and disciplinary guidelines for theft only apply to Spacer's Choice property. You, your lunch, and Mr. Putman all constitute Spacer's Choice property. It is legally impossible for property to steal from itself. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dustin Duran, and finally, welcome back to Outer Worlds, Peril on Gorgon. And it's been a minute, a hot minute, since I played this last. Life happens, you know. But we're back, and I was trying to think about it. I have no idea where we left off. The only thing I remember was that I was thinking we were close to the end. Which kind of sucks, because it would have been nice to have finished it before this long break, we'll call it. So maybe we'll finish Peril on Gorgon in this episode. But then too, I'm reminded, yes, we still have a whole nother DLC to get to in Murder, what is it called? Murder on Eridanos? Something like that. We have that whole other DLC to do. And then too, we still have to actually finish the main game. So there's still a lot to do, but that's okay, because this is a pretty awesome game. Let's get back to it. All right, so yes, we need to go to the Synthesis and Manufacturing Center, which is where Olivia's office is, and probably where we're going to meet that mysterious stranger who is probably Olivia. And yes, that's right. There was something with the phonograph, so I have all the phonographs. But yes, I can bring them to Roscoe, who is like the reporter, or I can bring them to an automech for a woman named Georgie. God, I wish I could remember what the hell was going on with this, or exactly what I was thinking, like what I was planning on doing. So, okay, I'm pretty sure my theory was that Georgie was working for Sublight. So yeah, she was just a spy and trying to steal all their information and then sell it to Sublight, or give it to Sublight so they can sell it. And Roscoe is an actual journalist, and they just had some sort of relationship. I don't remember if it even said, but Roscoe didn't even know that Georgie was a spy, I think. But anyways, he is just actually a reporter, and he's trying to report on this stuff. So yeah, this is kind of a dilemma, because if I turn this over to Roscoe, is he actually going to report on this stuff? I guess what I'm trying to think of here is, how is this information going to actually get out? What is the best chances of it actually getting out? And I guess it is probably through Roscoe, even though whatever company he works for, again, I don't remember if he said, but is that company actually going to put this stuff out, or are they just going to take it? And then with Georgie, I could give it to Sublight, and Sublight might sell it. And then there's probably like no chance that Sublight would just release it, because the corporations are going to have the most amount of money, and they would just buy it. And again, I don't even know if any of this is true. I'm trying to remember what was going on, and I don't even think I fully understood what was going on. Anyways, okay. We're going to give them to Roscoe and not give it to this automech and Georgie. So let's go to Roscoe first. All right, Roscoe. And two, I was thinking I'll tell him the truth if he starts asking questions about Georgie and stuff like that. We'll see what happens.
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings?
I did. I found them all.
Well, I'll be damned. Now I can finally get off this rock and go home. I know it's not much, but take the last of my bits. You've earned every single one, friend.
I can persuade him to give me more bits, but I don't think I really care to do that. I'm fairly certain he did not know that Georgie was interviewing Olivia, but let's go ahead and say that.
She couldn't have been. We were together all the time. Except, oh shit, my weekly calls with headquarters. What could she even want to ask Olivia Ambrose about? Doesn't make sense.
production details, ratios and measurements, ingredients, that kind of thing.
Good fucking law. Headquarters would kill me if they knew. Right after they killed her. Hell, being stuck here might have been the only thing keeping me alive.
Was there something going on between you and Georgie?
No, I mean, I don't know.
What?
Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me?
I can charm him. Yeah, why not? I can see the appeal.
Ha, sure. Nice of you to say. Sorry. Not much in the mood for a witty repartee, what with the world-shattering revelations and all. Any other horrible truths you want to reveal to me? Or can I get back to my drinking?
Was there more that I just haven't found yet? I guess I don't have any more details.
Listen, I appreciate you telling me what happened with those recordings, but I need some time to think. Got a lot to process.
Okay, you do that, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. See you around.
So, yeah, was that the... And right to drinking, okay. Was that the right decision? So, whoever he is working for might actually kill him? Which doesn't sound good for this information getting out. Maybe I made the wrong decision.
Synthesis and Manufacturing Center, huh?
Let's move quick and stick together. Ain't no one dying on my watch.
Oh, alright. And here we are, but there's a bunch of people that are back. Let's go kill them.
This will be over quickly.
That's the last of them.
Alright, let's unlock this and head in. Unseal the door. Music intensifies. Let's go. Oh! Hello, Pam. It's kind of sad that I don't have Sam with me right now. And you seem to be killing people. Hello?
Welcome to the Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufacturing Center.
Nice
brought
face.
to you by Spacer's Choice. This productivity automechanical unit is at your disposal. Its normal duties involve the management of legacy operations analytics. However, due to the promotion, demotion, death, or injury to other managers of this facility, this unit is now the acting manager of the following departments: Reception, Human Resources, Accounting, Technical Support, Manufacturing, Distribution, Security. Please direct any questions about those departments to Pam. Answers not guaranteed.
So you're the only one here. That makes things kind of easy.
According to this facility's hierarchy, there are 0 acting managers at this Spacer's Choice facility. Not to worry. If a middle manager cannot immediately be replaced, Pam can safely oversee 3.176 departments. When you're in a productivity pinch, Pam can pick up the pieces. Uh-oh. It looks like there are intruders in this facility. Protocol recommends speaking to the head of facility security right away.
I thought you said you were the head of security.
Did you know that keeping your workers alive boosts productivity? That's why every PAM unit comes equipped with the latest Spacer's Choice weaponry. When PAM's emergency combat protocols are activated, your investments are sure to be protected. Warning: due to power consumption, combat protocols cannot be activated when PAM's power is below 73% without deactivating managerial processes. Spacer's Choice policy dictates that managerial processes take priority. This unit's power rating is 57%.
Oh, so actually, it seems like she wants to be friends. We can be friends and then go fight off some marauders. But you are already killing marauders, and why would marauders just leave you here? Okay, how can I recharge you?
Hate messing with tangled cables or confusing batteries? With PAM, you'll never have to. Just pop in a Firefly brand industrial strength battery, and Pam's ready to go. Out of batteries and need productivity now? No problem. Just hook Pam's power source up to another auto mechanical, and Pam will get your employees back in line in no time.
Huh, so maybe I do need Sam? Can you override that behavior?
Pam is fully customizable to fit your preferred management style. With the correct override codes, you can alter any of Pam's behaviors at will. Some limitations apply. Spacer's Choice does not accept legal responsibility for any injuries or traumas sustained after altering Pam's behaviors. See manual for details.
Okay, let's give it a shot anyway. Engage emergency combat protocols.
Emergency combat protocols cannot be engaged at less than 73% power without proper authorization. Please ensure that this unit is fully charged, or present your override password.
Okay. Parvati, think you can find an override?
I could give it a shot. Let me just... Okay. Weird way to do that, but there ain't no accounting for sense. There we go. All I had to do was convince this old girl here that 73% was the new 100%. Easy as salt tuna and sawdust pie.
This unit's
Right
power
on.
rating is 100%. Great! Emergency combat protocols are now available. Error. Employee's biometric ID does not match this unit's designated manager. Proceeding with verbal management test. Pretend that this PAM unit is one of your employees who's been working long hours. What would you say to give them an extra pep pill in their step?
I'm not going to do this option, but I like the Office Space reference. If you could come in 5 hours early tomorrow, that'd be great. But no, that promotion is right around the corner. Keep putting in those hours.
PAM is equipped to talk about your career goals. On average, employees managed by PAM units go from assistant to associate roles in 15 years or less.
Whoa,
My door is always
crazy.
open, unless I'm recharging. Verbal management test complete.
Oh, good.
Result. Employee is a Spacer's Choice manager. 94% certainty.
Oh,
Engaging
sweet.
emergency combat protocols. Stand by.
Okay. Whoa, and you're off. I kind of wanted to look around. But, yeah, I guess if you want to kill some stuff, go right ahead. Like this terminal. What's on the terminal? Messages. From Eliason, lost my ID. Rosemary, hey, sorry to bother you, but I lost my ID. Don't know how it happened. I have a very strict system for organizing my desk. Someone probably took it. Can you deactivate it and get me a new one? To Lou, seen Fife. Hey Rosemary, you seen Fife around? Pam's old battery is having trouble holding a charge, and all my spares keep disappearing. You know how it goes around here. If something's disappearing, Fife probably swiped it and put it in the facility's office like a trophy. Since your desk in the lobby isn't too far from facilities, I was hoping you might have spotted him on his way in or something. If you do, tell him Mike Lou has 3 packs of Spacer's Corona to trade for the industrial strength Firefly battery that disappeared last week. I'd appreciate it. So that was probably just the 2 options for getting Pam running, but I already did that. So
No, wait. That head's not spinning all the way around, is it? Well, that's not unsettling at all.
wait.
If I didn't know better, I'd swear it was watching me.
Oh, that head. Hopefully Pam can handle herself. And yeah, I don't want to go upstairs yet. Yeah, Pam, don't die. This is a pretty fancy lounge. And what do we got? Pam override code. Oh, well, I assume this is it. These damn tech support slackwits. When we barred the door to H&R and accounting and made them use the stairwell, they would not stop whining about it. But at every turn, they proved me right about it. Nosy little shits are always up to some kind of humbuggery. And the auto-mechanical specialist that's in charge of Pam is the worst fucking one. He's always changing some setting or another for routine repairs, and then after all hell breaks loose, it's up to me and my security team to pick up the pieces. That's pretty fucking hard to do considering half of my team has paws instead of hands. Cannons are easier to manage, they said. They're more resource efficient, they said. Fucking top runners. and everyone wonders why I'm always drinking in the lounge. Anyway, this guy changed Pam's combat override code again without telling me. Again, I don't think Pam Blam Thank You Ma'am A2368 fits security guidelines, but screw it. At least this time it's not about another employee's mother. Well, there you go. There was her override code. Okay, and now across the hall, what do we got? Facilities office. A gravedigger. That was a special item. Okay. Dig your enemy's grave, then put them in it. Is that really that good? Sweep attacks with this weapon inflict knockdown. I guess if you were doing that improvised weapon build. And there's the Pam unit energy cell. So yeah, this stuff was very easy to find. You just had to go into the side room. That's barred. Alright. And what do we got here? To the lower levels, which is sealed. Okay. And there's not where's even the elevator button? How do you have the elevator hall with no elevator button? Alright, Pam, hopefully you're not dead. Where did Pam even go? Pam? There's a marauder. There's more marauders. Where did Pam go? Entrance not for use by tech support. Okay. Oh, which is barred. Oh, okay. That's to H&R and accounting. Okay, let's check the bathroom. I got a really bad feeling that Pam is dead somewhere. Hello? Yep. Pam's dead. God damn it.
Don't mess with us.
Did you kill anyone, or did you just... I think she just died immediately. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I don't think she killed a single person. How did you fail that badly? Okay, terminal. Jaramillo. To Putnam. A note on notes. Harold, prosperous morning. This is an informal reminder that your adhesive notes are intended to track your trouble tickets. Please do not use your adhesive notes to create patterns on your divider wall. I'd hate to remind you that unsanctioned aesthetic expression is strictly contrary to Spacer's Choice law, and I definitely hate to be reprimanded because I didn't warn you. Please endeavor to use the adhesive notes in a manner prescribed by the Spacer's Choice official guidelines. Wow. To Lou, friendly language. Friendly language for a friendly office. Michael, this is just to tell you that I've reported your recent unsanctioned language to Human Resources. You were recently talking about seeing some of your colleagues act paranoid and violent. Try to remember the new guidelines from corporate. Don't call your colleagues paranoid. They're experiencing dramatically heightened attention. Don't call your colleagues violent. They're showing physically assertive behavior. I'm as concerned as you are about the curious and surprising behavior we've been seeing around the premises, but try to keep your language I think that's a spelling error. Sanitized. Clean language is a matter of security. Sincerely, Tony Jaramillo. Ah, we got a rebel here. Okay, another terminal. This is Tinsley's. To Newell, out of sock? Mr. Newell, no, there are no socks involved in the production of Spacer's Choice Terra-Fried Spratwurst. The T hologram on the machine is likely just malfunctioning. It should read out of stock. Oh, okay. To Sutherland. Miss Sutherland, I regret to inform you that vending machines do not take returns. Please do not try to fit your can of Spacer's Choice Gourmet Saltuna fillets into the bit cartridge slot, as it will damage the machine and prevent other employees from using it. Thank you so much for your time. So much. From Vargas. Okay, to Isaac's inappropriate automech. Sir, I promise you, no automechanical in the galaxy is capable of falling in love with you. It is far outside of their set of compatibilities. If there is a legitimate reason that this current automechanical is not fulfilling your department's needs, please file a request for an upgrade using Form AM265B with permission from your manager. Thank you. To Isaacs, apologies. No, sir, that was not a comment about your inability to secure a marriage contract. No automechanical is capable of loving you because they are literally not capable of loving anyone. Automechanicals function through a simple series of state machines that are designed to problem solve for a limited list of scenarios. These scenarios all directly relate to the task that the automechanical was created for. In other words, the security automechanical might be able to question unauthorized personnel about where they left their biometric ID card, but a chef automechanical can only ask them if they want extra salt. Even if, in theory, an automechanical was deliberately modified to learn speech patterns and how to mimic human behavior, those behaviors would be a hollow imitation. So if your automechanical assistant really did make a comment about your posterior, it was because they were programmed to say it, that's all. Wow, alright. From Lou, don't transfer. Judith, now is not the best time to request a transfer. I've got a reliable source that tells me the OCI may be under official audit soon. There's been word of some kind of corporate sabotage. I wouldn't request a transfer to the chem labs either. They've just had their budget and their personnel slashed. Trust me, you don't want to be associated with either office. Stay with us. We know what we're doing. I don't think anyone knows what they're doing. Hello?
Carry on.
What? Wait. Why? Why are you all friendly? Wait a minute. What is going on? Why are they friendly? And this must be the guy using his sticky notes for unofficial business. Like, circling a lady. And you know what, I was just thinking with Pam. Maybe because we overrided the security that she wasn't working at peak efficiency. So she just died really easily? I don't know though. Now, why are they friendly? I don't understand. No, I'm not going to question it though. Okay, this one's Lou. Personal files. Automechanical repair. Power siphoning. The battery shortage. I need to find a way to recharge Pam in a pinch. Vargas and I have to divide up all the remaining batteries, and eventually even those won't hold much of a charge, at least not if you just plug the unit into the wall as designed. Turns out though, Spacer Source batteries actually only charge at half capacity if you use them as intended. They want the batteries to wear out sooner, so folks buy more of them. I wouldn't doubt it. Doesn't make much sense to do it at your own facilities in my opinion, but what the fuck do I know, right? Anyway, I think I found a way to bypass it, at least on the biped models. If you take two similar units, link their power supplies, and initiate a surge from one unit to the other, it should force the battery to use its full capacity. Basically, I can double the lifespan of our batteries by having the units jumpstart each other. Not going to use it just yet though, always a chance that someone catches wind of it and they close the loophole, so I'd better save it for an emergency. Pam weapons tuning. Man, I messed up by Pam dying. I cannot believe that they gave Pam a damn N-ray cannon. Talk about overkill. There's not much in the known galaxy deadlier than N-ray radiation, and once it's let loose, it's hard to contain. Most living things seem to give it off in microscopic doses, not enough to be harmful on its own, but enough to draw larger, deadlier masses of N-rays from one living thing to another within a certain radius, which means I need to take extra care to make sure Pam's cannon is tuned for maximum precision. If the cannon is even 1 degree out of alignment, you'd risk thousands of bits in collateral damage every time she fires. Man, well, again, that sucks about Pam. Vargas, keep your head down. Last week, a pair of technicians at my designated workplace fell into a pretty bad row. There are a lot of seditious words used. I don't want to repeat them here. Management stepped in. I haven't seen them since. I don't think their indenturement contracts were nullified. Otherwise, I would have received a reprimand myself on account of having worked with terminated colleagues. They haven't been in their domiciles. They haven't been at their stations. I don't think they were fired. I think they deserted. I'm not going to share their names because I don't want that on my audit record. All I know is this. The office isn't working the way it should. Dr. Ambrose is nervous, and when she's nervous, we're all nervous. Vargas, keep your head down. Reply. Michael, one of my colleagues disappeared 3 nights ago. She'd been falling behind her deadlines and was medicating herself with AT, adrenatine. I was jealous of her work ethic, so I can't imagine what compelled her to just disappear. Frankly, I'm glad. She was starting to make me look bad. There's something strange happening in the office, and I don't know what to make of it. Nothing's going according to plan. Clarence Mosley had a phrase he muttered now and then. The Bancroft coefficient is approaching 1. Apparently, there's some fellow named Lucian Bancroft. If he's real, Dr. Ambrose answers to him. I think he's a cipher or code name or something. I don't know how chaotic or messy a project is to be before that coefficient hits 1. But I know bad things happen when Lucian Bancroft shows up. Contracts nullified, waste disposed, assets eliminated. Yeah, I'll keep my head down. So, I don't remember Lucian Bancroft. I guess I've probably heard that name before. Oh, here's someone else with their sticky notes around the lady. I must... Yeah, it's just been a long time. I don't remember these people. Okay, more personal files. Character form, Halcyon Hank. Backstory, Halcyon Hank is the long-lost half-brother of Halcyon Helen. At the age of 7, he saved his family from a pirate attack, but he had to leave the ship in a separate escape pod, while the rest of his family was rescued by a passing patrol. Hank's escape pod landed on Monarch, and he had to survive in the wild, raised among raptidons. He foiled numerous schemes concocted by the cannibalistic iconoclasts who were trying to spread their listless, dependent way of life across the colony. Now he's finally made it off Monarch, and he is ready to save Halcyon from insert whoever Sally makes as the villain here. Addendum. Ask if Sally can make a supporting character that's Hank's love interest. She promised she would last time. Oh, so this person is selling cereals, perhaps? Messages. From Garcia, canceling our session. Peril just sent management my cancellation form regarding our systems and serfdom sessions. I've been told I won't receive a refund on the leisure time I purchased from our group. I'll handle the cancellation fees too. Let's not talk about what happened with Colin at the last session. Let's not talk about Colin at all, not to management and not to medical either. If you need something for the injury, I'll see about getting you some AT. Okay. And that seems to be all the terminals. Oh, it did kill one of them. It killed a plunderer, looks like. But that was it. Let's check back here first. What's back here? Apparently nothing. Got some goo. And yeah, all these people are still friendly. I'm not going to kill them yet. We're going to see what happens. Okay, more terminals in here. This is C. Norwood from Metcalf. Printer broken. Very important. Not broken, it's just out of paper, which I have to say is pretty damned amazing. How in the name of the grand plan did you manage to print 450 documents in a week? Those can't all be transfer requests, can they? I know this project is well funded, but the head researcher must be even more famous than I thought if we're getting this many. From Blumstead, last warning. Colin, you know our policy, even if you do have proof that Mr. Putman has been taking your lunch. Spacer's Choice and disciplinary guidelines for theft only apply to Spacer's Choice property. You, your lunch, and Mr. Putman all constitute Spacer's Choice property. It is legally impossible for property to steal from itself. Please note that an inability to protect your own source of nourishment will be reflected on your permanent record. If you cannot be trusted to guard your own sandwich, you cannot be trusted to guard classified information on behalf of Spacer's Choice. Karen Blumstead. P.S. Please have those reports sorted and on my desk before lunch. You're not in a junior position anymore, Colin. That's fine. And terminal. Okay, so this is Blumstead. To Norwood Employee Exchange. Spacer's Choice is aware of Dr. Lowe's eccentric habits. Yes, Dr. Lowe medicates himself with experimental drugs of his own design. No, we have not mentioned this flaw in Dr. Lowe's character in our exchange contract with Ani Cleo. We believe that Dr. Lowe's behavior is consistent with the values of our rival company. Dr. Lowe and Ani Cleo are, in the opinion of Spacer's Choice, an ideal match. Both Dr. Lowe and the Ani Cleo company believes themselves to be better than nature. Please be informed that Ani Cleo has generously offered at least 3 senior personnel in exchange for Dr. Lowe. It is Spacer's Choice company policy to accept any bargain in our favor. Too low. Semantic hygiene. Michael, the office, has reviewed your report for unlawful behavior exhibited by certain colleagues at your designated workplace. We find the contents of your report alarming and inconsistent with the values and visions of the Spacer's Choice family. While it is the duty of every member of our family to report seditious and unlawful behavior, it is important to express your report using appropriate company-approved language. Your description of violent outbursts and aggressive behavior from your colleagues is problematic. Furthermore, the office disapproves of your obvious exaggerations of any physical injuries sustained in your alleged altercations with your colleagues. Spacer's Choice is not liable or responsible for any injuries caused by Spacer's Choice property, including machinery or other co-workers. Your description of your colleagues' behavior portrays Spacer's Choice in an unflattering light and will be stricken from any official report. Do not discuss, describe, or imply the contents of your report to your co-workers. Right. Yep. People going crazy. Hello. I like your uniform. You are a big dude. So now we're going up some more.
This staircase is just like the board, over-engineered to the point of absurdity.
Yeah, it kind of is. And what is all this goo? Is this the stuff they're using for Adrenatime? There is lower levels here as well. But we're just going up and up for right now. Okay. This place seems important. Hello? Whoa! Dude, these Marauder Colossus. Alright, I have a feeling I'm probably going to have to fight my way out of here. Yeah, I didn't even look at the map. Wait, maybe there's not lower levels? No, there is lower levels. It's not showing up on the map, though. Okay. Alright, and another terminal. Garcia's from Manufactory. To Manufactory Department, new adventure. I run the SMC's Interdepartmental Systems and Serfdoms game. We host participants from every part of the Spacer's Choice family, technical support, human resources, and even here in the manufactory. We just reached the stunning conclusion of our last campaign, and I've submitted the necessary paperwork to begin a new one soon. Interested? A few spaces for adventuring spacers are still available. Not sure what Systems and Serfdoms is? Don't worry, we're beginner friendly, and I'll be happy to walk you through character creation and more. SNS is all about helping each other and having a good time, after all. If you are not familiar with Systems and Serfdoms, fret not. Novice entry fees are minimal. Please note that I am required by corporate to submit a detailed report of our adventures for moral hygiene auditing. Please also note that any subversive characters' concepts will result in an immediate report. From Jaramillo, great work. Sally, thank you for putting in extra time to fix those terminals on the top floors. Even though you're not a designated member of the technical support team, your work saved me a reprimand on my permanent record. In fact, your work was so impressive that I thought you might appreciate having a few more tasks on your desk. Of course. You must have noticed the adhesive notes on your desk. These are backlogged repair tasks from the technical support team. I understand you've got your own work in the manufactory, but I think you'd benefit from the additional task. Remember, work fortifies the spirit. Of course. That happens in real life. If you do more work than what's required, normally people go, oh, well, you can do this normally, so we're going to give you more work. Good times. An adoring fan. Melee weapon skills plus 10. That's pretty good. Lightweight casual headwear for the anything but casual fan. That actually doesn't look very good. It looks weird. Why is the hat like chrome? Like a dirty chrome. Okay, we'll just ignore that. Okay, and going up. Hello, friends. How are we? It's been a while. Don't want to talk? It's kind of weird. No music in the elevator, and they are not having a conversation. Feels odd.
I would once have been impressed by this monstrosity.
There's something mystical about this thing. Almost holy.
All right.
Is that weird?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that was weird. Holy? Yeah, that's weird. It is pretty cool, though. I mean, it feels weird. This whole place just...
The journal could well be in our grasp soon.
Yes. Well, probably because this is her office. So, I guess good observation, Max. And a secret compartment. What's back here? Let's... What? What's the point of that? Her office door is open. And what do we got here? A watercolor painting. I'm gonna guess someone is gonna want that. A rather terrible watercolor painting of a teacup cannon. The back is signed by Minnie Ambrose. Francis, huh? Hey, it's not signed. There's nothing on the back. Actually, it doesn't say anything. Because normally it says, hey, someone on your ship will want it, but it doesn't. Maybe Minnie will want it? Okay. What do we got here? Prototype light pistol. Let's see. It is a unique. So this weapon is of considerable quality, making it very accurate. This was one of the first pistols ever produced by Spacer's Choice. Although this model boasts superb all-around performance, executives realized they could remove most of its components and cut production costs by 3/4. The initial engineer was fired and replaced by an accountant who proceeded to create the light pistol now known and loved throughout Halcyon. Of course. It's too good. It's too expensive. We can't do it. Okay, before we grab the journal, let's look on the terminal. Admin functions. There are no administrative functions available. Okay, so that will be for later. Messages. Incoming messages. You have cleared your messages. Congratulations. Okay. Outgoing messages. I sent to Goodfellow. Oh my god. Okay, there's a lot here. Okay. Production schedule. You think you can hide from me, you little twerp? I know a serum that will make you feel as if you've lived 1,000 years in just 8 hours. How would you like to spend the night in waste processing? Cheers. 2. Production schedule. The schedule you sent me must be a template or the work of an intern because it's patently insane. We're nowhere near to hitting Lucian's proposed milestones. Branding's hopes and wishes won't magically change that no matter what the corporate office says. My compound is months from viable, Lawrence. It kills people. If you'd like proof, you're welcome to try it yourself. I'll even show you where to stick it. I expect to see a revised schedule before the week is out. Production schedule. I've seen the brand managers sniffing about, Lawrence. I know your department is gearing up for a big announcement, and mine is the only project on this fucking asteroid. Send me your intended production and release schedule immediately. Radio documentary. Participation. Lawrence, this is a waste of my time. The last thing my team needs is a fleet of gadflies descending on the labs and asking stupid questions. We're months behind as it is. However, because Lucian demanded it, I will consider the program's request if the following conditions are met. Lucian guarantees me the right to review and approve the recordings. The journalists are confined to Gorgon for the duration of the project. It could be years. Make sure they understand that. If they leak the details of our work to the press, I will put a hit out on them myself. I know people, Lawrence. The journalists bunk in shipping and receiving. We can't have them fraternizing with the project staff outside their scheduled interviews. These people are our enemies, not our friends. No one will be coming down with an acute case of friendship on my watch. My team will not be held responsible for the inevitable delays this tomfoolery will cause. The only individual who will be working overtime on this is you. Understood? Cheers. And Toxifree rebranding. Change the fucking name, Lawrence. I don't care if the inbred simpletons at headquarters were just having a laugh. Customers don't know what it means. You may choose from this list of acceptable alternatives. Absorbitol, Calatamax, Bindatron, Emeticin. Okay, sent to Blakesley. Bunch to Blakesley. Condolences. Marion, cancel all the letters. If they've been hand-delivered, send someone to retrieve them. Secrecy trumps sentiment. Don't ever let me do anything so indulgent again. Okay, I think I might have read these. Marianne, personalize and forward the following note to the families and deceased volunteers. Take carbon copies and send those on to Lucian at the usual address. Make certain he gets every single one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have read these. To subject, see why you held back your reports. Strangulation. Okay, I don't think I read this one. Strangulation, attempted disembowelment, blunt force trauma to the head with a bedpan. It's not just that volunteer deaths are up, but that the ways in which they're dying are appalling. This is unconscionable. An unmitigated disaster. Cease administration of the compound immediately. I'll take this to our liaison, Lucian. Surely, when I show him these results, he'll understand that we can't take this product to market as it currently stands. But they did. Frequency of testing updates. It's been 3 weeks. Where the fuck are the reports from HIA? Deliver them to me by the end of day or deliver me your letter of resignation. I'm done asking. In the future, you will send me bi-weekly reports of HIA's status. These reports will include an inventory of test subjects, which version of the Gorgon compound they have been administered, how frequently those administrations have occurred, and who has been administering them. To these reports, you will append a mortality record. These records will include an accounting of the burn-down rate of our current stock of volunteers and compound ampules. In addition to a thorough analysis of their injuries, I want to see charts, Mary. Big fucking charts with lots of precious little numbers. And before you ask, bi-weekly means twice a week. Don't pretend you don't know what I mean. So obviously there's a lot of, I wonder how a lot of these workers were feeling, because there's like power struggles going on. Low. AT concerns. Jasper, I dug into a volunteer data Marion sent over. You were right, the current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes even by SC standards. Priantha and I performed a handful of autopsies on this week's deceased and made a few notable observations. In one case, that of an young man in his early 20s, we noted a degree of gray matter loss one would expect to see in a man of 70. His brain had also atrophied to a shocking extent. Again, as one might expect in a much older man. In another case, that of a woman in middle age, the subject was no longer able to achieve natural sleep. After 11 consecutive days of wakefulness, she was no longer able to distinguish her violent hallucinations from reality. Yet even as she spiraled, she demanded additional injections. I was sure our last tweak would reduce the incidence of violence among the volunteer population. We might attempt to further refine the compound through partitioning, though I'm doubtful that will be efficacious. Violence aside, I'm growing increasingly concerned by the habit-forming nature of the compound. What do you think? Okay, and two Gorgon managers. Seize all recordings. High priority. Bring them to me immediately, and for fuck's sake, don't let the journalists off the fucking asteroid. Okay. To the Chem Lab, updated security practices. Pursuant to last week's incident, new security practices are now in effect. All lab personnel must tidy their workstations at the end of their shift, close and lock all drawers, safes, closets, vents, and lab doors before leaving for the day. All visitors must be accompanied. Furthermore, any laboratory tech accompanying a guest who has not received certification in either self-defense or hand-to-hand combat must also be accompanied by a member of the security team. All confidential information must remain as such. Do not disclose the nature of your work outside or inside the lab, except to warn peers of imminent danger, such as fire, chemical spill, or suspected corporate espionage. All laboratory techs are to isolate themselves until further notice. Any laboratory tech found fraternizing in groups of 2 or more, or found speaking with the same person more than once, will be remanded to Spacer's Choice Human Resources, Re-Education, and Reallocation Department. Finally, unless you are actually physically sitting in an interview session pre-approved by me, do not speak to the fucking journalists. Right. To the Gorgon staff subject, employee termination. Herbert St. Germain. Yes, Herbert. Yeah, we found outside. Effective immediately, Herbert St. Germain is no longer an employee of Space Choice PR&D division. His body has been forwarded to the chemical waste dump for processing. Mr. St. Germain was a saboteur sent by a rival firm to disrupt our vital efforts. It's only thanks to the swift reporting of one of your esteemed colleagues that Mr. St. Germain was prevented from causing any significant damage to our facilities, intellectual property, or staff. I understand that Mr. St. Germain was popular around the Gorgon campus for his genial and helpful demeanor. That is because he was a spy. If you encounter any similar friendly staff, alert a member of the security team immediately. We're shifting all of Mr. St. Germain's remaining tasks to other laboratory technicians. Finally, anyone caught visiting his grave or discussing his departure will be remanded to Space Destroyer's Human Resource Re-Education and Reallocation Department. I might have read that one already, and was he actually a spy? I think so. Anyways, monthly physicals. The materials we work with are dangerous and result in permanent injury, disfigurement, or madness when handled for extended periods. Therefore, all laboratory personnel will now report to the project physician, Dr. Priantha LeBlanc, for monthly physicals and psychiatric evaluations. I do this out of an abundance of caution. Schedule your first appointment immediately and notify me when you do. I have access to your medical records, so I will know when you shirk. Do not make me drag you to his office myself. All right. Deleted messages. Okay, received from Goodfellow. Okay, if you are receiving this message, I am currently unavailable. In my absence, I have instructed my secretary, Peril, to reply to any incoming messages with this pre-approved response. Dr. Ambrose, great timing. I was just sending Herbie over to your department with a preliminary production schedule. As with so much of the work we do at the OCI, the design of a production schedule is more of an art than a science. The timetables and milestones are less contractual obligation and more aspirational cartography. Okay. Radio documentary. Approved. Next time, allow me to make this kind of announcement myself. Mr. Mosley, hierarchy exists for a reason. Mr. Lawrence Goodfellow, many of you may be familiar with Odeon Pictures, Byzantium's premier purveyor of aetherwave drama and drama-adjacent entertainment. Several of my personal associates at Odeon Pictures have launched a satellite studio called Pictureless Pictures, which emphasizes radio programs and serials intended to incite the senses and palpitate the glands. I have received a request to approve a radio documentary program examining the lives and contributions of Space Choice scientists operating on Gorgon. The name of this documentary is Moments with Genius. I do not approve of the superfluous exclamation point, but I approve of the general idea. Please inform the other managers. That looks like it was it for now. Let's take it on.
That's enough.
Well,
Gorgon is mine. Go now, and I will not pursue you. But if you stay, I will send every last lawless fucking mercenary and Halcyon on you. It's your choice, Captain.
Never know safety again? And why should the future be any different from the past?
Starting to hope I get to meet this jerk, just so I can give him a good kick in the shins.
okay, well, that is what the admin function is. Okay, so I can't cancel the lockdown. Okay, so that's what that hall is for. And I'm actually surprised that my hack is not a 150 because I do have max with me. It's 123. Okay. I'm gonna assume that all these marauders are going to be trying to kill me now. Seems weird though. Like, is that person controlling them? But why would they even allow me to pass in the first place? Even if they were being controlled. What do we got going on here? Yellow belly suit. Originally designed for zookeepers, this suit's ability to frighten nearby animals made it attractive to big game hunters. Eventually, Space Choice made a military version. The suit emits a gas that terrifies nearby animals, including humans. Huh. Well, that's interesting. And what do we got here? Synthesizer maintenance log. Adjusted rotation speed on centrifuge AT3245 as per Dr. Ambrose's request. Hopefully that should yield a few more batches with each production cycle. Still a little short of quotas, but we're doing our best. Updated the access code to the synthesizer production routine. Reported it back to Dr. Ambrose. Dr. Ambrose recorded the access code in her journal. As always, Dr. Ambrose has a habit of writing everything down. It's unnerving. I never know when I'm being audited. And that's right. We didn't even look at the journal. A journal containing the scientific discoveries and private thoughts of Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Worthless without context, but priceless to those who know its value. Okay, so I can't actually look inside. Okay. Okay, yep. This is back to the lobby. All right. Yep, okay. This is back over here. Is there anyone in the lobby? No. Yeah, that felt weird. I don't think I was supposed to be friendly with those marauders. And I'm not sure why I was. So yeah, all that's left is to go back to Minnie. And yeah, I'm taking a quick look around the map. I'm fairly certain I've been everywhere. I am going to check the Sprat Shack really quick. Yeah, I'm just going to talk to everyone in the Sprat Shack just to see if there's any last dialogue options.
You're not going to believe this, but Leonora paid her tab and told me she won't be coming back. I'll miss her, but she deserves a classier joint anyway. I don't know what you told her, but whatever it was, I'm guessing she needed to hear it. Have a round on me.
Yeah, she was the one that lost her husband. That's right. All right, well, I mean, that was something. Llama?
Llama.
Yep. Oh, and it looks like Roscoe did leave. Wait, Captain Babbage.
In the old days, I felt like I was
part of something
important.
Hello.
I
suppose it wasn't a llama after all.
Took a good thing and rubbed their stink all over.
So yeah, not really anything left in there. Roscoe left. What was her name? Leonora? She left. So alright, now all that's left is getting back to Minnie. I'm assuming this mysterious stranger is gonna be at the manor, which is, again, probably Olivia. And yeah, it does suck that I couldn't like save Pam. Maybe, I mean, I wonder if there was some like cool stuff that I could do with Sam and Pam. But I highly doubt I could have brought Pam back to the ship. Okay, I know we're almost done here, but I'm gonna stop this episode here. There's a lot of reading on terminals. That was most of this episode, actually. I still enjoy learning all the